Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we just wrapped up with the Los Angeles Lakers versus the San Antonio Spurs. The Lakers edged out the win, I believe, 118 to 116. And I want to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers because they just keep finding a way to win. And I know a lot of people aren't going to really credit these Laker wins. I don't understand why, but the Lakers have been one of the most injured teams of basketball. Not having Luca, AR, or LeBron against Portland winning that game, not having AR or LeBron against the Spurs, winning that game, not having Luca or LeBron against the Kings, winning that game, not having Luca or LeBron against the Timberwolves, winning that game. And it's just very, very important that we walk out of this stretch above 500. That was one of my biggest just wishes out of this stretch. Once we fully get healthy, can we be 500 to still have a fighting chance in the Western Conference? And when you look around the teams in the Western Conference, if you look at Dallas, they're very injury riddled and they're 2-6 right now. Minnesota has been struggling to get wins on the board consistently. There's just a whole bunch of teams that are fighting this injury bug, and it looks like the Lakers are coming out on top. And I also want to say we've gotten very big contributions from our free agent signings with guys like DeAndre Ayton, Jake LaRavia, Marcus Smart. Those three guys have been very pivotal to the Lakers' success. DeAndre Ayton, after the first game, he has gotten much better as a pick and roll tandem with Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic. His touch around the rim has translated to the Lakers' offense, and he's been much better as a rim protector, and he hasn't been doing bad out in space as well. I mean, I've seen him be very willing to guard out in space when he gets switched on to guards, be willing to move his feet and protect the rim, which I really liked. He's also been rebounding the ball very well. As for Jake LaRavia, he's been somebody that can also be really good on the defensive side of the floor. Do I think he can be somebody that can pick up the best player on the opposing team on the perimeter night after night? No, but he's somebody that I think can play very good team defense within the scheme, be able to blow up actions and get deflections and run out in transition, which is something I think he's done very well, and be just a solid three-point shooter at that as well. So just the relocation, the play finishing, and the defensive awareness and defensive consistency and defensive aggression is something I've really liked from Jake LaRavia. Now on to Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart, again, if you would have told me this is what Marcus Smart would come in doing for the Los Angeles Lakers, I would have been completely fine with it because this is what I expected from Marcus Smart coming into the season. I think a lot of people really underestimated what Marcus Smart still is for this Lakers team because he just hasn't played as much. He's had some knick-knack injuries and some pretty concerning ones as well, but these were for tanking teams. When he was with Minnesota, or not Minnesota, when he was with Memphis, after John Morant went down, this was a team that fully bought into the tank, and then he played for the Washington Wizards. So outside of that, I do believe he's been very engaged defensively, and that's something I think was just a no-brainer coming in. But also, he's had some ons, he's had some offs with his jump shot, but what really I think I've been impressed with is just the ability to put the ball on the floor in situations where Luca has to make a skip pass to the opposing side of the floor when he's being trapped in the pick and roll, or they take away the lob pass. So Luca usually makes the skip pass once a low man tags the roller in pick and roll. So when Luca makes that skip pass, Marcus Smart being able to attack slanted defenses and make the lob for Luca that Luca wasn't able to make due to them collapsing into the paint is extremely valuable. Now, obviously, just like we knew coming into this season, we were going to get some bonehead Marcus Smart plays, some bad fouls, some bad shots, just some bad decision-making moments. And we got one today against the San Antonio Spurs, almost blowing the game, and then Jake LaRavia fouling. So that's something I wasn't looking forward to, and that was something that I was definitely about to risk staying up another hour for. And if we take a look at the Lakers' schedule, just the next few games, we have the Atlanta Hawks in Atlanta. This is a 5-game road trip, by the way. So we have Atlanta, Charlotte, Oklahoma City, New Orleans, and Milwaukee. We can realistically go 4-1. I think we can. I think the regular would probably be 4-2 because this 15th game against the Milwaukee Bucks is on the second night of a back to back, and this is a 5-game road stretch, which makes it more difficult. I think probably going into OKC, you would probably expect a loss there depending on who's playing. Now, obviously, OKC is very injured as well, so I would not be surprised if the Lakers won that game. But these games against like Atlanta, Charlotte, and New Orleans, these are must wins, in my opinion. This is a road trip to where I feel as though we need to leave out of that road trip 500, to where after that, we have a pretty slighter schedule for the next 3 games with a back-to-back against Utah and then going up against the Clippers on a Tuesday, with 2 of the 3 being at home. And then we have Dallas on the 28th, the Pelicans on the 30th, the Suns on the 1st, and then we have the Raptors, Celtics, Sixers, Jazz, and Clippers, and then Suns again, and then Rockets on the 25th. So we have a really solid schedule from now till Christmas, to where the Lakers could use these games to build up a record that's good enough to get them into the top 4 seed. And then once we get back healthy, this is when we start seeing a much tougher schedule. But I really like what I've seen from the Lakers within the first 9 games. And then we have a much easier schedule coming up, which is very promising and very exciting for Laker fans. As for Luka Doncic, I still think he's been really good. I think because it's tough for against the San Antonio Spurs, because the Spurs just make you play offense differently. This is a team that takes away the rim so well, and it's pioneered by Victor Wembanyama, but it takes away the rim so well, to where the Lakers were just second guessing every single rim attempt and every single paint touch, to where there was a lot of really difficult shots, and being able to foul him out was very important, because I feel like that was what sealed the game. And then once Wemby came out of the game, the Lakers were right back to attacking the rim. I don't think Luka was great tonight. I think he had a really solid game. I wouldn't say he was great, but I do think he did just enough to make sure we came out of here with a win. Also, DeAndre Ayton really contributed enough to make sure we came out of there with a win. I think Marcus Smart had a really good game. Just the overall really good win for the Lakers. And again, having our team not be as healthy right now, we're still walking out of 9 games, 7-2, and number 2 in the Western Conference. I think that's very important for us to build some type of home court advantage in the postseason, to where, again, I think this Lakers team is one move away and basically a wing defender away from being a legitimate contender in the Western Conference. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys like this type of content, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at ATB Sports One. Make sure you guys join my playback room at the Buzzer Sports. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at the Buzzer _. And make sure you guys follow me on TikTok at the Buzzer ENT. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.